Caruso of Australia takes on former world champion Edward Folayang.
Rock! Representing the Philippines, Edward Landslide Folayang!
Arguably the most popular Philippines combat athlete next to Manny Pacquiao. Edward Landslide Folayang, the former lightweight world champion, finds himself now at a crossroads in his career. This is a must-win for this wushu striker. A loss here tonight against Caruso could be devastating. This is the time where Folayang needs to pull it all out, Mitch.
Yeah, Michael, the Wizard of Wushu has seen it all inside the circle. He has been here since the very beginning, and he just improves consistently. He's always showing new levels to his game, Michael. He's added wrestling and grappling, but his most dangerous aspect is when you give him space. When you give him space to work that beautiful wushu, he will punish you on the outside. But his opponent is known for his pressure, Michael.
What is your profession? Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender.
Representing Australia, Antonio the Spartan Caruso!
Almost 100 years ago, there was a man named Enrico Caruso, a tenor who was singing masterpieces at opera houses throughout Italy and New York. This man, Antonio Caruso, hopes to perform a masterpiece tonight. It will take a masterful effort for Caruso to defeat Edward Folayang. Caruso, who came to one championship undefeated, wants to get his first win here. He says he can tie up Folayang and tap out the former world champion. When it comes to BJJ, Antonio Caruso is so decorated and he constantly applies pressure.
Caruso is a hard-nosed, well-rounded Spartan warrior. He jumps on his opponents quickly. He starts immediately with that forward pressure. He's got good boxing and he likes to utilize those kicks. But like you said, Michael, his key to success is going to be to utilize that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He needs to get in the face of Edward Folayang and not give him any room to spin and to dazzle us with those incredible techniques. He plans on immediately pushing forward and really controlling the center of the circle and really making it very uncomfortable for Folayang to do any of that magic.
Caruso will have a 10-centimeter height advantage over Folayang. He needs to use the full reach to prevent Folayang getting on the inside and working the wushu. Wushu is a great striking art at close range. The inside leg kicks, the short, fast hands, the liver shots, and of course at range, the side kicks and the turning back kicks. Caruso has to shut it down from Folayang, take him down and tap him out. It's a mixed martial arts contest set for 3 by 5-minute rounds. Freestyle versus wushu. There you see the height differential going away of the Australian Antonio Caruso. Here's Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a one championship lightweight mixed martial arts contest. This match is presented to you by Petron. Chill mode on the road with Petron Sprint 4T. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is the former lightweight world champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 22 wins and 9 losses. Training out of Team Lakai, representing the Philippines. Stepping into action is Edward Landslide Folayang. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner. He is a Pan-Pacific BJJ champion, standing at 180 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of Sanford MMA, representing Australia. Get ready for Antonio, the Spartan Caruso. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athletes to center. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. I expect a clean match. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Watch the headbutts. No hitting the back of the head or the spine. Let's watch the low blows. Please touch gloves. Back up.
See how Caruso towers over Folayang. Folayang, tremendous amount of support worldwide. All the Filipinos watching, tweeting us. Miguel Guerrero in the Philippines.
Good.
Theo Chua in Bacolod City in the Philippines.
Judge.
Zion
Time.
Zarate
Athletes ready?
and Jude Briosos in Manila in the Philippines, all supporting Edward Folayang. And plenty in Adelaide, Australia as well for Antonio Caruso. Can Folayang work his magic with the wushu? The turning back kicks, the cutting side kicks, the flurry of punches, and of course, the spinning back fists. When he competed against Amir Khan, one of his greatest performances of the more recent times, he employed all the weapons of wushu. It was phenomenal. Right hook early on from Caruso. Trade of leg kicks. Caruso going on the inside to tie up Edward, try and get him down.
See, this is what Caruso wanted. He wanted that pressure. He knows Folayang needs that space to work the wushu. And he's been watching Folayang since he first came to one championship. So he knows exactly what Edward Folayang is going to do. And you know how the old saying goes, work is hard until your idols become your rivals. And he is in that position right now.
62% of fans on the One Super app are tipping a win for Folayang tonight. Looking for a single leg here is Antonio Caruso. Not giving up on it, Antonio. Can he get the takedown? Posts up on the left arm, does Edward. Now Antonio gets him down. Good work from the Australian. Top position. Where does Edward go from here, Dragon?
Edward's got to get his legs free. See how Caruso's wrapped up his legs like that? Folayang needs to get one of those legs out and start working his way back up the circle wall. Caruso's going to try to circle him off that circle wall and then just start softening him up with ground and pound. See, now his back's not there. So Caruso's going to keep trying to suck those legs away and not allow Folayang to work his way back up.
Genuflect position there, scooping the legs, locking them up is Antonio Caruso. What's Caruso looking to do here, Dragon?
He might be trying to take his Folayang's 2 legs and shove it between his so he can work his way up into mount. Or I think he's just trying to control the position of Folayang, make Folayang work. He knows that Folayang has incredible stamina, so he's going to try to suck a little bit of that energy out in that first part of this round.
Trying to advance his position, Antonio. The Australian has so many submission options available to him inside of half guard here. The ground has never been the preferred position for Edward Folayang. How he'd love to get this back to the feet.
Improve your position, Red.
It's taking him to the greatest heights in the martial arts world as the former one lightweight world champion, Edward Folayang. There was a time when the Philippines held the world title in 5 of possible 8 weight divisions across the men's categories.
Watch your fingers in the eyes,
get back to those glory days? Indeed, it's a matter of survival, a crossroads match in the career, the storied career of the great Edward Folayang. Now he's back to his feet, and our live crowd appreciating it. Sinks in a single leg here, does Antonio.
See, immediately Caruso tried to jump on him again. Good job by Folayang to work his way back up, but a nice high crotch landed by Caruso to land in side control. Now he's gonna try to take his left knee and get it nice and tight to the body, but Folayang does a good job of retaining half guard. Caruso told me he can do this type of match for 15 minutes hard. He trained harder than he ever has in his entire life, because achieving the one medal, getting the one medal wrapped around his neck is something he has dreamed about giving to his father, because it means that much to him.
Antonio has had the greatest training camp, working alongside world champions Ong Lan Sung and Martin Nguyen, both of them featuring later on tonight. Do you see any similarities, any signs of Martin or Ong Lan in Antonio at the moment, Dragon?
Well, what they've done is they've established a game plan for him. They've helped him sort of design a blueprint on how to beat Folayang, and you're seeing it come to fruition right now. But good job by Folayang. He's got to create separation. You can see that choke is trying to get sunk in there by Caruso.
Oh,
He's got to free his leg and start to move. This is a bad spot for Edward to be in. Good job to kick his leg free.
Yes! Is it the beginning of the end for Folayang? Caruso's getting tied up and Edward's free. The pride of the Philippines is free, and he's back to a striking position. Of course, Martin Nguyen did defeat Edward Folayang. So in developing the game plan for Antonio tonight,
10 seconds.
Martin Nguyen knows the recipe. Edward's going to get some much-needed instruction from Mark Sanjiao in the corner between rounds here. We go to the towels. Big hello to Vincent Chappell in Georgia, USA, and Elaine Patterson in England. All of our fans watching around the world.
Look at this. This is what we were talking about at the Open. It is all about Caruso's pressure, not giving Folayang any space to breathe, just constantly attacking him. Here's a good job of getting him back down to the ground. Here's that darce that he went for. You can see Folayang did a beautiful job of kicking his leg free and escaping, and then working his way back up and defending the choke again. Folayang is tough as nails with a heart the size of the Philippines, but he's got to stop that forward pressure coming from Caruso. He's got to get on his bicycle and start moving. Utilize the jab. Utilize those front push kicks. Deter Caruso from coming forward with such intensity.
Inside the mighty Singapore Indoor Stadium in the Sporting Harbour here in Singapore. A humid Friday night, and it's really heating up now. One championship inside the matrix. Antonio Caruso of Australia, Edward Folayang, the former world champion from the Philippines. They come out hooking. Neither man connecting. Nice left. Oh, big right hand from Antonio. Drops him. Is this the beginning now? Antonio locks him up. But Edward was dropped with a thunderous punch. It was beautifully executed from Antonio Caruso, and the Australian oozing with confidence out of every pore. Nice stiff jab to the kisser there from Antonio.
See, Michael, you asked me what benefit does he have training at Sanford MMA alongside Martin, alongside Ong Lan Sung. He spins around like that, and immediately you can see Caruso start to close that distance when Folayang spins, and that led to that beautiful little right hook that he caught him with that dropped Folayang.
That's how Martin knocked him out as well. It was a spin by Edward. Martin came with the overhand right, planted him out cold. Inside leg kick high on the thigh there from Antonio. Great opening minute for the Australian. Left hook just didn't turn the knuckles in, didn't pivot on the lead foot. Need a little more power. Edward may be slowing now. Still feeling the effects of that knockdown earlier on. Half guard position. Edward tries to put him inside the full guard. Off his back. Once again, not where Edward wants to be.
Those short little punches from Caruso are finding a home on the chin of Folayang. Folayang needs to keep his guard a little bit tighter and keep his a little bit linear, more straight on when he's doing these strikes.
Is Edward looking for a submission here, Dragon?
I don't think so. I think he's just trying to control the front headlock.
Back to their feet. Let's go. A chance to reset for Folayang. Haven't seen many of those cutting side kicks yet that he so loves. Goes an outside leg hook. Good counter there from Caruso. Overhand right. Body shot. Looks for the outside leg again, does Edward, but Antonio saw it coming. There's the cutting side kick to the guts. Nicely done from Edward. Drops a body shot. Right hand counter Antonio. Over the top comes the Australian. Gets a little wild. Edward trying to break down the lead forearm of the Aussie. The hands are low on Antonio Caruso. But is Edward starting to blow heavy here, Drake?
They both look a little bit labored in their movement, but they are standing toe-to-toe, trading big shots. One of these shots is going to connect, and one of these guys is going to go to sleep because they are winging punches at each other.
Has been a warm day in Singapore, 32 degrees today, 29 currently outside. Very humid.
Let's go.
Crowd appreciating the great technique we are seeing between two spectacular athletes. One of them a former world's champion, Edward Folayang. How he would love to get back to the top of the mountain, Edward. The climb begins tonight, and it must begin tonight. Edward fires off the speedy right hand.
You can see they're both kind of just exchanging counter shots. One guy throws one big shot, he misses, he's a little bit off balance, and the other guy is able to touch him on the chin. Here's a guillotine attempt that Caruso is easily able to defend. This is going to be able to kind of enable them both to regain their wits. Watch that head pressure coming from Caruso. He's going to try to drive his head underneath the chin of Folayang. Just make it a little bit uncomfortable for him, work a little bit of ground and pound, and then try to improve his position.
Could a win here crack the top 5 for either man? Christian Lee, the champion, Yuri Lapicus, #1. We'll see them go head-to-head later on tonight. Dagi at #2, Peter Baust at 3, Timofey Nastukin at 4. They'll go head-to-head on an upcoming card. And Shinya Aoki rounds out the top 5, the man who Edward beat for the one lightweight strap dragon.
You can see Edward is trying to get back up, but these type of grappling exchanges are so exhausting. It is so hard to grapple with such intensity for such an extended period of time. It's been 2 rounds of this. These guys are going at it, putting everything they have in each one of these shots.
You saw the spinning back fist from Edward. It's a beauty if he lands it. Very difficult technique to throw. Comes with a lot of dangers. 1, you could easily break your arm if you get the distancing incorrect. 2, you are momentarily blind to your opponent. And that's why Martin Ewan was able to capitalize when Edward threw the spinning back fist and Martin dropped in with the right hand to capture the world crown. Jab to overhand there from Antonio Caruso. 15 seconds remains, second of 3. Punt kick there from the Australian. Aussie rules football style. Final 10 seconds.
Let's go, action, let's go.
They'll appreciate the break between rounds here as an audacious spinning heel kick from Caruso to end this stanza.
Lots of back and forth action inside that second round. We saw that pressure coming from Caruso. That was that short little right hook that put Folayang down. Folayang, being the veteran that he was able to regain his wits and still stay in the contest. Caruso was wise. He wasn't impatient. He didn't flurry. He didn't try to gas himself out. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he wants to keep doing that. I think it's going to come down to who has the bigger gas tank in this third and final, Michael.
Judged as an overall bout. Damage is very high in these scoring categories, and it looks like Edward Folayang has sustained the more damage of the 2. Plenty of instruction from Mark Sanjao, Team Lakai from Baguio City in the Philippines in the corner of Folayang. So many Australians watching live right now, supporting Antonio Caruso. Oakley, Abella in Adelaide, South Australia. And up north in the territory, Jono Almond and Mick Siebert. Third and final round. Good outside leg kick. Need to see more of those from Edward. 4 kicks Wushu strikers do so well. Inside and outside thigh kicks, turning back kicks to the liver, and cutting side kicks. We see them from Edward, we see them from Kevin Bellignon, Danny Kingad, all the Team Lakai strikers from their Wushu background. Jahei Eustaquio. Punt kick again there from Antonio. What are you looking for Edward to do with 4.5 minutes remaining, Dragon?
You know, I'm imagining he's going to start going for those leg kicks. He's got gigantic leg kicks. He's going to try to stop the forward pressure coming from Caruso. Caruso's got to get in his face. I know he's a little bit tired right now. You can see his heavy breathing. He doesn't quite have the same pop to his punches, but he's got to push right now. He competes with his heart on his sleeve. His emotions are being shown. He's got to push right now. This is his chance.
Outside leg kick from Edward. Trying to hurt the legs, slow down the boxing, slow down the shoots from Caruso. Good leg kick to left hook combination from Edward Folayang. Maintaining center circle, not allowing Antonio to force him back.
Caruso smiled a little bit at Folayang, saying, I got you. But Folayang, this is where he does his best work. He could stay here all day and just play the distance game, look for the spins. But this is not what Caruso wants. Caruso wants to push. Folayang still carries that knockout power. He's always dangerous.
Well, how about that? Antonio channeling his inner Edward Folayang with a spinning back fist of his own. A low blow there.
Neutral.
Once again, a crossroads match, a fork in the road in the career of Edward Folayang. This is a must-win for Folayang. A loss here would have severe repercussions on the Philippines legend. He went for the inside thigh, was a little high up and just clipped the cup of Antonio Caruso.
You know, I don't know. Folayang still believes he's still got one more championship run in him. And, you know, I know a lot of the people are saying that this is his last chance, but, man, Folayang has been here since the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much heart inside Edward Folayang that you can never count him out. He's still got 3 minutes of magic inside of him. But Caruso is starting to push forward now. Immediately takes control of the circle, but I think he got tapped in the groin there.
Edward usually overwhelms opponents with offense over the distance, never seems to get tired. It's from training in altitude at Baguio City in the Philippines. How high up are they, Mitch?
5,000 feet.
That'll do it. We know athletes that hail out of Colorado, Denver, Mile High City have tremendous gas tanks from training in altitude. It's the same with those from Baguio City in the Philippines.
See, this is what Folayang wants. He wants to play this game. He wants Caruso to stay at the end of these shots and play patty cake with him, trying to drop him, trying to hurt him. He's scoring now.
Best striking round so far for Edward. Antonio needs to find a way to get on the inside, maybe shooting, clinch up, take Edward down, put him on his back. If you're going to go toe-to-toe in the phone booth with Edward Folayang, you're in trouble. That's a call you will not be able to make. Jab. No right hand for company. Tries to check the inside thigh kick, does Antonio. That lead leg of Antonio as he switches to southpaw has been damaged. It's been the prime target of Edward Folayang in this final round.
See, at this distance, it looks like Edward Folayang is starting to recharge himself. He's getting that swagger back. He's getting that snap back to his punches and his kicks.
Certainly the best round so far for Edward, no doubt about that. Has Caruso slowed? The Australian a little more flat-footed now. Have those leg kicks taken their toll? Jab two, left hook, three-punch combination from Edward. Edward goes head, then body. Didn't connect on the body shot. Trying to knock the wind out of the Australian.
Folayang's going to have to do something significant here. I think that knockdown earlier in the match just put Caruso too far ahead in the scorecards.
So for the first time there moments ago, I saw Caruso blow a massive breath out of his mouth. There's a right hand from Antonio. He rocked Edward with that one.
Let's go, accidental headbutt. Let's go.
Oh, it was a headbutt, okay.
Hey, neutral.
Accidental head clash.
Accidental
Good call
headbutt.
from our referee, Justin Brown.
Time. You okay?
Accidental head clash
in
in the final round.
Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen,
There it is. Great pickup from camera operators. Antonio leading with the head. It wasn't a knockdown. It was a head clash. There is recovery time for Edward. He doesn't need it. He's okay to go on.
I don't think he wants to break the momentum that he's built in this third round.
And what momentum it's been.
But this is where Caruso excels. This is the pressure that he wants to do. He wants to get nice and tight. Exactly this. Folayang's got to pop back up.
Final stages of the third and final round. There is so much at stake in this contest. Caruso wants to plant his flag in one championship. Folayang wants back in the top 5 club. He wants back at the top of the world.
Oh, beautiful use of the circle wall there by Caruso to keep Folayang's back away. But the veteran that he is, he's able to get his back up against the wall and start working back up, but it might be too little too late as the clapper goes.
We are going down to the judges for this one in Singapore. Will it go to Antonio Caruso or will it go to Edward Folayang? A big hello to all of our fans watching. So many of you tweeting and sending us messages on Facebook. William Bahus in Decatur, Michigan, USA, and Jed Sionko in Manila in the Philippines.
That was a much better round in the third for Edward Folayang. He was able to do good work in the stand-up exchange, landing some significant shots, utilizing those kicks, landing big leg shots. But Caruso eventually was able to get where he wanted to go, was able to get that takedown and just sort of show dominance in the last part of that third round. But a very entertaining 3-round war between two of the very best lightweights.
Tremendous performance from both men. It has gone down to the wire. In whose favour will the tilt go? It looks like we have our official decision. It's certainly going to be a close one. You see some damage on the face there of Edward Folayang. A little bit on the face of Antonio.
After 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Antonio Caruso.
Look at the respect, the honor, the integrity between martial arts warriors. The love that is universal for Edward Folayang. Not his night tonight. A huge night for the Australian, the Spartan, Antonio Caruso. Finally plants his flag in one championship. What a sportsman. Don't forget, folks, we are broadcast to over 150 countries. Make sure you check your local TV guide.